Well, smaller privately held companies do create about 80% of new jobs in this country. We welcome back Brian Hamilton, CEO of SageWorks. This is a firm that collects and analyzes data from more than 1,000 of these private companies. All right, so what are you hearing from these small business owners, their hiring plans for the new year?
Yeah, revenue's up. We don't know what they're going to do. They're looking forward, but revenue, profits, and margins are up, so it's all good. Okay. Good tidings for the season.
Yeah, that's actually encouraging news, but only 15%, right, if I'm reading your data correctly, are actually planning to expand their headcount. So what factors are they zeroing in on that's giving them this confidence?
All right, but
or is it a need?
Right. Let's look at that compared to last year, though. Last year, 25% of the people were thinking about hiring people, 25% wanted to get rid of people, and 50% were in the middle, a big malaise, right? This year, it's like a trade balance. About 15 or 16% are thinking about hiring people, and only a small percentage are going to let people go. So it's slightly favorable.
I suppose it's how you slice the numbers.
It is, yeah.
What do you think when you look at Washington and this ongoing gridlock, specifically about whether or not, or how long to extend this payroll tax extension? I mean, that has to just add to the uncertainty.
It's a big mess. There's no question about it. Those guys have got to get their act together. Even if they do something bad, remember, it's okay if we know what it's going to be, but the gridlock is not good for business because they can't plan.
I mean, is that really true, or is it just a talking point? Because it's such an easy excuse for business owners to say, oh, well, we don't know what our health care policy is going to look like. We don't know what this payroll tax is going to look like.
Sure. Isolate all the variables. Revenue's up, right? Things are getting better. They're not great, but they're pretty good. So the one variable is what's going to happen with taxes. What are these guys going to do down there that's going to mess us up? Remember, they do forecasts, and they have to be able to plan. So it is important. There's no question about it.
Let's talk about worker efficiency.
Sure.
We've been covering for many months now on the Business Network here this worker productivity number that's near record levels, has hit records. It's come down a little bit. But SageWorks gave us some fantastic data on a profit per employee, jumping to something like $12,500, or from $12,500 to $15,000. That's a huge jump. So what's driving that?
Look at over the last 10 years, from $10,000 to $15,000. So companies are more efficient. Now, remember, that's a little misleading, because if sales are going down, then that number is going to go up. It didn't say profits going up. It said profit efficiency is going up. But it's still good. It's due to technology improvements and that type of stuff. I also think people are getting squeezed. You know that. I mean, people are working harder, but efficiency is going up. So that's good.
Okay, so do you expect then the sales component of this to improve? You're saying things are showing, you're telling me, mild improvement. So do you think that we'll see that per profit figure kind of come down a little bit, which might actually be good for job creation,
Yeah, maybe. It's a great point. We have to look back over 230 years of economic history, right? For every 4 years of expansion, we have 1 year of decline. So once things start to go up, it takes a lot to reverse that engine. So we're fairly bullish on next year for privately held companies. We think things will be pretty good.
Can you break it down industry-wise for me?
Well, that's a great question. We know that there are certain not recession-proof industries, but technology services, healthcare have been up right through the debacle. No question about that. Real estate has been bad. Real estate's coming back. But right now, what's really interesting, we're the consumers of stuff in America. You know that. We're buying electronics. We're buying clothes. Retail's back up. So those major sectors are swinging back up slightly, and that bodes well. Okay, well, very optimistic outlook from you. Appreciate it. Good tidings, right? Yeah, exactly, Brian. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your findings for us from SageWorks. Sounds great. Okay, happy holidays. You too.
All right, as we go out to break, about 5 minutes